Yo, it's Marlon Speaks Live. Yeah, I'm saying what they hide. History uncensored, let the real survive. Yeah, it's truth over comfort, I don't pick no side. If it shake the room a little, let the truth collide. Cause it's Marlon Speaks Live. No script, no disguise. I don't sell no lies, just to monetize. Cause the past still breathing and it never dies. Yeah, it's Marlon Speaks Live. Now the truth will rise. Yo, it's Marlon.
Welcome back, another episode of Marlon Speaks Live. So I just got a comment on one of my videos. The title of the video is called White Exhaustion. And I'm so sick of you modern day white people who have inherited your European white ancestors' wicked inheritance and then want to justify it. I'm so sick of it. But here, let's read this daggone dumb comment from another one of these foolish people. Says racism is happening for sure. It's all around us. But I'm not contributing to it. Why should I feel bad or sorry? I'm just trying to live my life and treat everyone with respect. Why should I put up with people hating on my entire race like I don't even exist? My girlfriend is half black, half Hispanic. I'm half white, half Hispanic. And I've seen racism firsthand against my own family and friends, but I still don't disavow my white ancestry because it's a part of who I am. I didn't choose it, but I won't feel sorry for things I can't control. Yeah, that's a typical response from a modern day white person who really wants to defend. Basically, that was him in defense of his white racist, rapist, murdering, disease given to the native, thieving people who didn't even come up with that Constitution. And you know, this is what I learned recently. The Constitution, it come from the Native Americans. It come from the Native Americans, and the reason why white Europeans can't follow it is because it's not in their nature to follow what's in that Constitution. It's not in their nature. So this response right here is so typical of white people. And this guy says he's Hispanic, and that's even worse. You know, like, he must don't know, this dummy must don't know, majority of black Americans have European blood in us too. Yeah, we have European blood in us too. But that, it don't matter amount of blood. See, this don't matter about your so-called people, because your so-called people isn't even white. Like, they're not white, black, all this is a social construct. Everybody originally from Africa. See, that's what everybody knew before they came up with this bull crap of racism. But see, the crazy part is, after learning all of the atrocities that these people, ancestors, committed, they want to be mad at us for pointing it out. And that's the sick, crazy part. No one is telling you to feel guilty about your inheritance. No one is telling you that you should disavow your ancestors. I have European blood in me. I'm not disavowing those people that's in my DNA. No, not at all. But I am pointing out that they're wicked. You can do two things at the same time. You cannot, disavow your DNA, your bloodline, and point out that they were wrong. You see, and that's what's going on in today's world. These descendants of these wicked people, not only do they not want to acknowledge what their ancestor did and all of the things that they have inherited from them, which is all bad, wicked stuff, they want to defend it. And see, the only reason why they want to defend it is just like this guy says. He's Hispanic and this system works for him. He think it works for him. But see, the crazy part is everything that's going on in this country, it's actually everything that was supposed to be built up to help future generations of white Americans is actually hurting all of them now. And we're seeing what they are turning to. They're turning to drugs. They're turning to just laziness, not wanting to be productive. And now at the end of it, they want to point the finger and blame us for pointing out what might be the solution to all of their supposed woes. Them acknowledging what their ancestors did. Just simply acknowledge it. And after that, try to come to terms with it. But don't be mad at us for pointing this shit out. It's not our fault. And like I said, we got that DNA in us too. So that don't make us disavowing our DNA, that part of us that's in that European part that's in us to just we're not disavowing. I know I'm not. And the majority of us, how can we? Because it's a part of our very being. You know what I'm saying? So that's the part of it. And see, and on the flip side of that, like I said earlier, to not acknowledge where we all originally come from and try to glaze over that. And that's why I say during this month, every other so-called race should be celebrating Black history more than us, because we're obviously Black. But for every other human being, they need to be celebrating the fact that we all have life from what we call Black people. And so, yeah, it's just sickening that modern day white Americans would have the audacity to get mad at Black people, especially for pointing out their inheritance. It's not our fault that you inherited a legacy of rape, of murder, of spreading sickness, of stealing land. That's not our fault. We pointing it out. You proud, this man, he's proud of his white race. I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of it at all. And I don't think nobody should be proud that their ancestors was murderers, rapists, thieves. If you knew 100% that you inherited something that was stolen and built on stolen people that were raped and lynched and traumatized for 100 years afterward, you should at least say, damn, that was wrong. But you know what? These modern day white Americans they refuse to do it because this same system, they think it works for them until they go crazy and start doing all these drugs. Then they want to claim to be sick, mentally ill. That's what's going on in this country. They can't face their wicked inheritance that their legacy that they inherited. And so they're losing their minds. Losing their minds, running to drugs. That's not going to solve it. Drugs is not going to help y'all forget what your inheritance was. It's not. And I'm sick of y'all being mad at us for pointing out what your wicked inheritance is. Like, don't be mad at us. We don't have nothing to do with what you inherited. This system that y'all inherited is weak and it is failing fast, very fast. And I know a whole lot of white people love to point out, when we came up with all these inventions, this electricity, and listen here, this supposed civilization, which is actually anti-civilized, only been here a couple hundred years and haven't been living like this, haven't been so-called developed for no more than 100 years, a little over 100 years, right? What is 100 years that we all see is failing compared to thousands of years before Europeans started colonizing everywhere? Thousands of years of civilization, thriving, everything in perfect balance, every continent, perfect balance, everybody using what they have at their disposal. What is 100 years of so-called development that we see is ruining the whole world compared to thousands of years with no climate change, no pollution in the world? That is when black people conquered the world. Naturally, not taking over and killing people and just basically inhabiting land that was vacant. That's what you had when black people colonized or traveled and settled the whole world. Peace for the earth. Anyway, we might have, warred with each other, but never to the tune of trying to annihilate a whole people and subjugating another people. So yeah, look, y'all get in the comments, y'all tell me what y'all think about this. Yeah, man, I'm sick of you guys, you crazy, drugged out, white, so-called white Americans trying to pretend like what your ancestors gave back to y'all was something to be proud of. It's nothing to be proud of, inheriting a legacy of murdering, raping, stealing, killing. That is nothing to be proud of. But yeah, I'm gone, man. I'll be back with another one.
Yo, it's Marlon Speaks Live. Yeah, I'm saying what they hide. History uncensored, let the real survive. Yeah, it's truth over comfort, I don't pick no side. If it shake the room a little, let the truth collide. Cause it's Marlon Speaks Live. No script, no disguise. I don't sell no lies, just to monetize. Cause the past still breathing and it never dies. Yeah, it's Marlon Speaks Live. Now the truth will rise. Yo, it's